Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. This is my review of last night's game against Everton. Sorry I didn't put it out last night, didn't have time, and I like to just calm down a little bit and reflect on it, re-watch the highlights back, and see like all the other West Ham fan channels, to see what their opinions is and see whether it matches up with mine, and whether I've missed anything. Sometimes when you do a review straight away, it can be quite reactionary. And I like to really take into context. So we didn't change our team from the Burnley game. Obviously Declan Rice wasn't quite ready. Nice to see Ogbonna back on the bench. Everton lined up with the three at the back, and they were fantastic. You can take nothing away from Everton. They had a game plan, and it worked. We just didn't change it up at all. We kept trying to do the crosses. The quality wasn't good enough yesterday in terms of final ball, and the crosses were just getting cut out by, if it wasn't the first man, it was the second man. That back three they had were just dealing with absolutely everything. Through the middle we found it very hard as well. Obviously they had the two there with Davis, and I think it was Decore was playing there. And we just couldn't get through. We just little 1-2s were just not quite coming off. The crosses, like I say, were not beating the first man. The only time we did put that decent cross in was when Benrahma had that back post header. He caught it well, but maybe too well. Maybe he's trying to be a little bit too accurate with it in terms of putting it into the top corner. He was poor yesterday, though. Listen, I'm not going to defend him. He was poor yesterday. If that was Antonio, maybe even Lingard or Soucek, I think that would have been, a goal there. Their goal came from Dominic Calvert-Lewin, a man in, fine form all season. It was a great ball from the defender to play him in. Dawson just, nowhere to be seen. And it was, you expect him to finish that. Very, very frustrating game. Very, very frustrating. Lingard couldn't get anything going. And then obviously Lanzini's injury after, such a great game against Burnley was, it was a shame, because again, at the time, just before his injury, he looked like he was carrying the ball and could do something. But sadly, obviously, he had to go off. Bowen come on. Bowen had a chance late on, second half. Soufal was played in. He played a lovely little side foot shot. Again, just a little bit of bad luck. Hit the post. Post came back to Bowen. Bowen obviously couldn't get his feet correct, and that was probably our second best chance of the game. And apart from that, it was pretty mediocre game, to be honest with you. Antonio was very frustrated figure. Lingard frustrated figure. And then obviously Cresswell went off. Our main threat from corners and set pieces and just that long ball ability was gone, and then Fredericks was playing on the left hand side for points. Obviously a right footed player at left back is always going to be difficult, and then at points Soufal switched over to that side. It's just one of those days, just really, really frustrating game. Just wasn't good enough yesterday. We wasn't, and Everton had a really good game plan, and it came off for them. In terms of the top four race, I think that may be over now. Leicester would have to lose all their games, we'd have to win, and then I think Liverpool would have to lose a game as well in there for us to have a chance. We can't let Europa League slip though. Listen, as much as we can sit here and go, 8th would have been a fantastic season at the beginning of the season, and you would have took that. It's back to that thing of you have to reassess your targets all the time, and at this stage of the season, like even before the Everton game, you would be saying, right, okay, Europa League is a minimum now. You have to, we have to get ourselves over that line to, really show, what we're about, and not let the season dwindle down. Like you want to have something at the end of it, Like I say, as much as 8th would have been fantastic before, it's the fact that we've been up there all season is the reason you want that now. You want that now. It's rumoured that Declan Rice should be back for the Brighton game, which is a massive, massive boost, and obviously they'll be out without Mapai and Dunk. Again, massive boost for us. Probably bring Oggy back in as well, I would, for the Brighton game, but we'll talk about that when we get to the Brighton game. Yeah, just deflating yesterday. Like, I'm not saying abysmal performance or awful performance or anything like that. It's just deflating, because it was there after the results had gone for us. That would have been a massive statement win yesterday, but unfortunately, we just don't know, we just didn't have it yesterday, and it's all, you know, the squad depth starting to tell now, and just the form, you know, the form's just dipped at the wrong time. You know, 3 losses with the Chelsea, Newcastle, and obviously Everton last night. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame, but listen, 3 games left. We just got to do what we can in them 3 games, and what will be will be. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the game. Tough to pick a man of the match, really. Really tough. There wasn't any really shining light in that game, to be honest with you. To be fair, the 2 central defenders didn't do too bad. You know, after the goal, we didn't do too bad. After that, you know, defensively we was okay, considering we was, you know, trying to make something happen, but it just didn't happen. Yarmolenko, Jesus Christ, just some few comments on him. Does he step over and then nothing? You know, good riddance to him when he does go. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing. He doesn't offer us anything going forward. Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard one to talk about. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think of the game. Hit the like button if you're new to this channel, and subscribe as well. Until next time, come in your irons, keep believing. Let's go.